guys, this is Kianne here, and today I am going to be teaching you how to use the layout editor. So if that's something you're interested in, please stay tuned and watch it after this. Hi guys, welcome back to my layout editor tutorials, and today I am going to be doing tiling with you. How to tile with the layout editor. Right, okay, so we have covered lettering. I've also, as you can see, I've moved it from the floor up here to make it look good. So this is going to be my tutorial house, so that's cool. We've moved my camera from one side of the room to the other, and we've rotated it. So what I'm going to do is show you how to tile with the layout editor. So I want... you know how when you put like your tiles down and you have it like max, and then you've got to try and work it and faff about with it and what have you to get it even. So like, say for instance, yes, I am today going to use god awful yellow tiles because that's all I had in my bag. Right, so you know, first of all, I just put it into my hotbar. So first of all, you know, like you're kind of making a room here, okay, and you want to put it down. And where we go, we are not keeping these tiles. I will replace these tiles, hang on, another time. So you're gonna try and do this room, okay? So like you've got like this bit here, and you're gonna like, oh no, I can't do it, and what have you. It's like you do this and you kind of get all of this malarkey, and then you've got to faff about, and your camera angles and might be dodgy, and if you're lucky, you'll get it where there's no shimmer. Yeah, no. Oh, I did it quite well. You can see the shimmer. Look, can you see the shimmer? Right, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack that in the moving crate because we don't want that one. We're going to leave that one where it is at the moment, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pack the rest of them that we want in the moving crate. So you only keep out one that you want to use. Okay, so basically just make sure everything you want in the moving crate, barring the original one, obviously for the tiles. So right, look, I've got my tile here. So now I want to make seamless joins where it's all exactly identical to the one I've got now, and I want to put one there, I want to put one there, I want to put one there, what have you. Okay, so what we do is we save with... You should already have these macros sorted out. If you haven't, please go to my very first video on the layout editor, and I show you there how to actually do your what you need to do, where to go, what have you. Right, okay, so we've saved it now with this in here. So now what I do is I pack this in the moving crate. Ta-da! Right, now we save without, because we're saving it now without. Okay, so there's nothing there. We go to the layout editor and we reload different. Okay, so that's the one stained glass, what we've done. Okay, that's what we've just used. So what you do now is you click on it to highlight the whole row, and then you right click on it to bring up the menu, and you go down to build a row. Okay, and now as I am facing west, we need to, and I want it to go west. No, actually, I'll tell you what, I will go north. So leave this here. This is north, this is east, south and west. Okay, so I want it to go north, to go into this area here where my cursor is. Okay, so we're going to go north. All right, don't worry about this, I don't understand that, just leave it as it is. So I push run. So that now gives me a second one, which has been moved out of the moving crate and onto my layout editor, as you can see. Okay, so now if I was to load this up, if I was to load both of these up, I'd have one here and one there. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you this. Right, let's highlight both of them, save all, okay, and then push your load working button or whatever you've called it. Ta-da! As you can see, I have got 2 tiles here, perfectly aligned. There is no shimmer. I do believe this is one and that's the other one. Let's have a look. Yep, you can see, okay, because you can see the line here. Okay, they're both facing the right direction. There's no shimmer. It's exactly perfect as it is. Now, I want both of these tiles there, right? So because I want to do the whole lot. So what I do is I go back into the layout editor, and now you see they're both highlighted. So what I do now is, as I want both of them, if I just wanted the one, I would highlight one, okay, but as I want both of them now, I highlight both of them and I go to build a row, okay, and this time I'm going west, so I need to make sure I click on the west button, okay, and then I push run. So now as you can see, it's made a duplicate, well, not a duplicate copy, but it's put 2 more tiles from the moving crate onto my layout editor, as you can see here. So these are the new 2. So I highlight both of those. I don't need to highlight these 2 because I've already done it, okay. And because I'm only wanting these 2, I highlight the 2 new ones that I've just had. I press save all. Okay, because I don't want to do anything with the other ones, that's why I haven't highlighted them. And then I go back onto my game and I press the load working button, and ta-da! I've tiled it. Now you can see where it's been laid down here. I think that's just basically because of the tiles, these specific tiles. I think you'll find that's what it is, but there is no join, no seam. You can't, if you didn't have this here, you wouldn't be able to see that these are there. They're all facing exactly the same way, so you know that's how you tile here. Now if I wanted to swap those out, I will go back and I will go to my dungeon now. I will be right back and I shall get 4 more different tiles so you can see how it doesn't have these in there, so you won't be able to see it. So bear with me and I will see you in a moment. Okay guys, right, well I have just been and got my tiles. I cannot stand this floor, it's disgusting. As you can see, it's all completely laid down, that's how you do it. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to swap them out. I'm going to swap them out because they are disgusting. Oh, no, I don't want 4. What do I want 4 for? What's 4? Right, okay, I want B. And I'm going to put them, I'm going to swap them out with these fancy Vulcanite, okay? And yes. Right, so I'm going to put these into my moving crate. Right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, because I don't have the item ID. I'm going to save what I've done here, pack these into the moving crate. See, the thing is, if you've got like a ton of these things, yeah, like you've put like, I don't know, half a dozen to a dozen of them down, instead of and you wanted to change them over, you would have already had the other ones in the moving crate, I should imagine. So you just needed the item ID number. If you can just like write down the item ID number, that would have saved an awful lot of hassle like this. So I really ought to start learning to write down my item ID numbers. And that will save a lot of time. Anyway, so but we've packed them in there. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to save without. We're going to go back into the layout editor. We're going to reload because it's completely new now. So we've got all the 4 stained glass tiles in there that we've got, and I want to exchange them for, oh yeah, those are the ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into open, file, then open, because I need the item ID number. If I had the item ID number already, we wouldn't be doing this bit. So now I've got to go all the way down to with, open my with file, okay? They're in the crate, that's why I can't find them. Right, let's find, there they are, fancy Forgonite tiles. So I just need this ID. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm thinking about it, I am actually going to take the name of it, Fancy Forgonite, and I'm going to write the ID for it, which is 71526531. So if ever I need to do this again, I won't need to keep coming into here. But for this purpose, you just double click on it so that you get, try not to, you don't want to delete the number. Then press CTRL and C to copy it. I mean, even if you do delete that one, because you've got others, you can actually just replace it, but it's a pain in the ass if it's only the one, because it just really fluffs up with everything. Okay, so let's go back to here. So we want to now open, where is it? I'll go back to the new from different, because that's what I'm doing. Right, so I've got all of these here. Because this is all I'm messing with, I am not going to put them in a group. I don't need to. But if I had more stuff on here, I would then group this lot. Okay? So, okay. What I need to do is highlight all these. Now I've got the ID number. I right click, okay, and replace. Go to replace. Okay? And then just copy it, paste your item ID in here. Okay? So I am replacing the user, I'm using that number from the box. Okay, so make sure that's ticked. Now hopefully this is just annoying when it does that. I know they're in there because you just saw me put them in there. Right, okay, so save all and then press this button and there you go. See, I don't know what it's talking about, there's not enough in there. Well, that's stupid. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, it's replaced the yellow with the fancy Forgonite, and you cannot see any joins at all. And as you know, one of the joins would have been here, and there would have been one here, but you can't see it. So that is how to replace your tile that you don't like. You need the item ID number. Yes, it doesn't go all the way up here because these tiles, this is maximum. So you would need then to shift all of that up and put another lot in there. Okay, if you are doing this bit. But that's how you do it. So the more you put in, obviously if it's on in a bigger area, you would do it, you know, sort of thing. You would put more along. So you put your first one down and then you save your with, then you pack it up, then you load it with, save it without, open the layout editor, click the diff button and then highlight the original tile, right click it and go to build a row and make sure you build the row in the direction you want it, and then one at a time you go down. So if you say for instance I wanted a third one across here, I would have taken the second one, I would have unhighlighted the first and highlighted the second, then build a row again for the third one, and then if I wanted a fourth, then I would unhighlight the first top two until I've got as many as I wanted. Then I would have loaded it up. And because then if I wanted to go the other way as well, take the second row that comes up, etc. Like it's just exactly the same as what I showed you. Anyway, so that is making tiling a floor and replacing the tiles to something completely better, because I hate yellow. Anyway, if you like this video and it's helped you or you've understood it, please give it a thumbs up. Push the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. If you're new to my channel, I have over 300 videos on my channel, so please feel free to browse through them all. It's a lot of hard work gone in there. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. So take care of our videos, choose, cheerio and all that malarkey. And it's goodbye from me and it's goodbye from Kianne.
Bye.
And we will see you later. Bye!
Farewell, till we meet again.
Sorry, my duties call.